Salt and Sanctuary is the most literal interpretation of Souls-like I've seen. Other than the fact that it's a two-dimensional Metroidvania, it's almost indistinguishable from Dark Souls. In terms of lore, it's Dark Souls with a slightly nautical twist. Instead of souls, you collect salt, though the narrative recognizes salt as a nebulous property that gives life to all creatures, including humans, in the archipelago. Instead of dragons and demons, you fight kraken, Lovecraftian horrors of the ocean, though these kraken behave a lot like the dragons and demons with which a Souls veteran would be familiar. The game screws with your head the same way Dark Souls does. Salt and Sanctuary also has treasure chests that eat you. Not every enemy or boss is difficult to kill, but you won't experience any lapses in creepiness. Every enemy in the game is either reprehensibly disgusting or too big. The combat's similar to Dark Souls'. The attacks are satisfying, carrying plenty of weight behind them. The game offers countless opportunities for devastating parries and loud, crunchy ripostes. You roll to dodge. If you've played Dark Souls, you've played this game before, but you haven't played it sideways. Does it being sideways matter? Yes. Salt and Sanctuary is Dark Souls with verticality. In terms of gameplay, actual Dark Souls is two-dimensional, because while you can leap across gaps, you can't change your height without a ladder, a fall, or the odd elevator. In Salt and Sanctuary, you can jump up as well as across. So while a graphically two-dimensional world is simpler, it's a world through which you may maneuver more easily. This verticality allows you to take the offensive to flying enemies, offers protection against walking enemies, and makes your exploration of whatever dungeon much more thorough. The path from Sanctuary to boss is as enjoyable as the path Dark Souls offers from bonfire to boss. Each dungeon contains many secrets to investigate, and once you find a dungeon's boss, a major part of the game is to secure a quick route from the Sanctuary to that boss. Ultimately, Dark Souls has marginally better bosses, because there are times in Salt and Sanctuary when a boss does something that renders itself invincible, like leaving the map in order to use a ranged attack. But for the most part, I enjoy the bosses. Each of them has a central behavior to memorize and master. As the game's a Metroidvania, every couple of bosses you'll acquire brands, active upgrades that enhance movement. And what I like most about these brands is that the game encourages you to use them against bosses. You might have to perform either a wall jump or an aerial dash to dodge an attack. That I play many Metroidvanias is probably obvious to you by now, but I haven't used a meaningful movement upgrade against a boss in as direct a way. Another fun, unique mechanic about which to strategize is that you can equip each of your sanctuaries with up to 4 NPCs who grant you passive enhancements in a dungeon. For example, putting a leader in your sanctuary grants you a bonus to whatever salt you collect from enemies, as long as you stay within the jurisdiction of the sanctuary to which you've assigned the leader. You can also give enemy loot to this leader in exchange for extra health potions. I can carry up to 24 at a time. The art's a lot of fun to me too, because it looks like I would have come up with it if I were still 12 years old. It's comically creepy, which is reminiscent of Dark Souls. There's a lot of UI, but SKA Studios has done a great job of translating Dark Souls' UI into the context of a Metroidvania. Artistically and musically, the two games are similarly good. The music for boss battles is kind of annoying, but the ambiance is great. There's a lot of spooky wind, trickling water. That's what a Souls-like game needs anyway. Salt and Sanctuary's $18 on Steam, and its New Game Plus mechanic allows for up to dozens of hours of rewarding play as you journey through 549 character levels to become the saltiest warrior on the island. It's a must-play for any fan of regular Dark Souls, and you should have it on your bucket list.